Southeastern U.S. states started a massive cleanup and recovery effort on Sunday after winds, rain and storm surges from Hurricane Helene snuffed out power for millions, destroyed roads and bridges and caused catastrophic flooding from Florida to Virginia. The storm caused at least 60 deaths, according to state and local officials in South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina and Virginia. Officials feared still more bodies would be discovered across several states. Like and subscribe NewzClub for more updates. Damage estimates ranged from $15 billion to more than $100 billion, insurers and forecasters said over the weekend. Property damage and lost economic output will become more clear as officials assess the destruction. The Federal Emergency Management Agency Administrator, Deanne Criswell, on Sunday cited significant damage to water systems, communications and critical transportation routes. The U.S. government has enough resources to cope with the disaster, Criswell said on CBS, Face the Nation, but the recovery will be difficult. Bottled water has been sent to affected areas and the Army Corps of Engineers will start assessing damage to water systems on Sunday to help them get back online, she said. Recovery can be complicated. These 5 states are going to have very complicated recoveries, Criswell said. Roughly 2.7 million customers remained without power on Sunday, a U.S. Energy Department official said. Down 40% from Friday after unprecedented storm surges, ferocious winds and perilous conditions extended hundreds of miles inland. Days of driving rain followed Helene slamming into Florida's Gulf Coast on Thursday night, destroying homes that had stood for decades. A total of 11 people died in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis said on Saturday in the Gulf Coast city of Perry, which saw 15-foot storm surges, larger than those seen in hurricanes in recent years. 5 generations lived in this house, from my grandmother, my father, myself, my daughter, son, and my granddaughter, Huggins said, holding a chipped glass cake stand. So there's a lot of memories here. It just breaks your heart. Not far away, James Ellenberg stood on the property where his own family has lived for 4 generations. I took my first step right here in this yard, in coastal Steinhatchee, a storm surge, a wall of seawater pushed ashore by winds of 8 to 10 feet, 2.4 to 3 meters, moved mobile homes, the Weather Service said. The nearby tiny community of Spring Warrior Fish Camp was surveying the damage Saturday and still waiting for any emergency or first responder aid. Some of the worst rains hit western North Carolina, which saw almost 30 inches, 76 centimeters, fall on Mount Mitchell in Yancey County, the National Weather Service's Weather Prediction Center reported. State transportation officials said more than 400 roads remained closed in the state, where the governor reported 2 deaths on Saturday. South Carolina recorded the highest death toll, with local authorities counting 24 fatalities so far from Helene, with falling trees contributing to many of them. 17 people, including children, died in Georgia due to Helene, Governor Brian Kemp said after viewing damage in Valdosta.